What's up, you guys? Josh here. I'm going to be bringing you a game of Team Deathmatch on Grid. I'm using the Commando with extended mags. What the fuck is it? Sleight of Hand Pro, Scavenger Pro, and Marathon. The gameplay this time is mostly just for entertainment. Talk to you guys a little bit and do whatever. But yeah, sorry I haven't uploaded a video in about a week. I've been busy doing shit and sleeping and whatever. And I've been just too lazy. I was gonna put up a video the other day, like just a short little video and whatever, but then I decided instead of making some sort of worthless ass 50-second video, why not make some sort of good video? So yeah, I seem to have pressed circle and shut off the whatchamacallit. So I turned that back on real quick. Yeah, kill this guy, get my first spy plane. Woo, zippity dip dop doo. But yeah, aside from the gameplay, I figured I had nothing better to do, so I would tell you a story. This is a story from about 3 years ago, from when I still used to go to my dad's house every other weekend. Well, yeah, one weekend I ended up going over there, and I wanted to go play with my friend Derek, and he lived like a block away and stuff, and every time I'd go over there, I'd usually go hang out with Derek, and I'd be there till about 3 a.m. and I'd just walk back. I was like 11 years old, walking like 3 blocks at like 3, 4 a.m. in the morning, because apparently my dad trusted me enough to do that. Which, now that I look back on it, it was pretty fucking stupid, but oh well, it was good at the time. But yeah, that's not the part of the story. Yeah, then one time, he told me to be back at 3, I think it was 3 a.m. that I was supposed to be back. Well, I came back at 3:10, and my dad is rather strict when he tells you, hey, be back at this time, or else you'll be in trouble. And I got back at 3:10, and I got in trouble. So the next day, Derek comes over and he's like, hey Josh, you wanna come outside? And I don't know what he said. All I know is he's like, hey Josh, you wanna come outside and play and shit? And I was like, sure, let me go ask my dad real quick. Well, I asked my dad and he said, first you have to cut down a tree. That is your punishment. You have to cut down a tree for me. Well, it was a tree probably 6-7 inches in diameter, and he gave me a shrub cutter. Not an electric little shrub cutter. I'm talking about like a little hack blade type thingy that you take to the jungle and beat the shit out of ferns with so you can walk through it. And he told me to cut down a tree with it. And being 11 years old, I was not really willing to argue with my dad about that, because then I would have been in more trouble and I would have had to go stand in the corner for multiple hours without moving. That's another thing that sucks. Like, legitly, if one time I was like, I think I was 9, my grandma came over to get me, and my dad, I got in trouble. I did something wrong, and he made me stand in the corner. And every time I moved or made a noise or anything, the timer restarted. It was only supposed to be like 20-30 minutes that I was supposed to stand there. Well, my grandma kept telling me, come on, let's go. And my dad kept saying, no, get back in the corner, and refusing to let me leave. So I was in the corner for about 2 to 3 hours at 9 years old, just standing there, possibly like moving occasionally, because my grandma kept telling me, come on, let's go, and shit like that. And yeah, the whole hacksaw thingy, or where I cut down the tree, that didn't work too well. He gave me that, and me and Derek went outside, and he showed me what tree he wanted to be cut down, and well, being 11 years old, I started hacking away at it. So I started trying to cut it like a saw blade, like a tree saw cutter blade thingy that how you normally cut it. Just slide the knife back and forth and try and cut all the way through it. I got about 1/4 of an inch in, pretty much through the bark, and I became tired. So I started cutting more and more, and I kept trying to, and I kept cutting the bark, and I eventually He came out after about 2-3 hours. He came out and told me that I didn't have to cut the tree completely down because he realized it'd be impossible. So he told me just to cut a ring in the bark out so that way the tree would die. And like 3 days later, he pulled it down or whatever the fuck he did. Yeah, that was probably one of the worst moments of being at my dad's. Gameplay just wrapped up. Sorry for the long story. I just wrote or said a story, but yeah. Rate, comment, subscribe, do whatever. I'll be putting more videos up. I know I haven't posted one in the last week, but